Revolutionary salutations. Welcome back to another episode of the hashtag Students Pretty Prato. Today, I'm with my fellow comrade. We are here to digest a critical issue in the liberation struggle. I answer to the name Linus Mnogwe. Comrade, introduce yourself to the masses.
Yes. It's been long. Welcome back to another episode of the Tete. Revolutionary greetings to the fellow compatriots of the entire cosmos. I answer to the name Dr. Robert Matola, equally known as Comrade Gaza.
Thank you very much for those warmest remarks. Today is 16 June, a day which is commemorated in the liberation struggle as a day when we lost a lot of students during the famous Soweto Uprising, when the students stand on their ground to demand what they wanted from the apartheid regime. Comrade Darlington Matola, tell us about the significance of the Soweto Uprising in the current struggle of the students. What is the nexus between the Soweto Uprising and the current student struggles in different citadels of knowledge?
Thank you very much, Comrade Lee. I think first and foremost, we remain in solidarity with those who lost their lives in the Soweto Uprising.
The Hastings in love of this world, the hectares of this world.
So may their souls continue rest in peace. But the significance of this Soweto Uprising to us left with the struggle, I think we must know our rights, number one, to stand for our rights and to stand for our fellow comrades, those who are being butchered and being incarcerated for no reason. Political prisoners, students are not criminals. So I think that Soweto Uprising shows that the students are now clever to dictate what they want.
So in other words, you are saying the current students should not abandon the struggle. They should continue with the struggle, because what had been fought for during the Soweto Uprising still exists in the current times.
Yes, I think we say Aluta continue what the struggle continues, because the word struggle and the word over should not be uttered in one breath. It is far from being over. So over and over, even the spirit lost us today. Even the battle, we lost the battle and the fights. But I think the spirit of the struggle, in the future.
So during the apartheid regime, the people were fighting against the whites. But right now, we have seen that we are now under the under black rule. We are being ruled by our fellow countrymen. What is your take on that? Can we say we should continue fighting? Because right now, we are in the so-called independent days, but we are seeing the clear manifestation of the very same debacles, of the very same challenges which were being faced by the people who demonstrated, by the students who demonstrated in 1976. We are seeing that we are now being suppressed and oppressed. So you are saying the administration, if it turns violent, the students should respond violent.
Yeah, the students are number one. That stereotype, the students are violent, must be removed. The students are not violent.
We are democratic and peace-loving.
Exactly.
But when democracy ceases to exist, when peace ceases to exist,
we are not a Senate. We can't have a meeting with Zob. We can't have a meeting with administration, because they know what they want, what they need. The students want, because the struggle will continue. Because as I quote Thomas Mapfumo, Zimbabwe yamaichemera yamamvembe. Of course, the Soweto Uprising was
Zimbabwe yamaichemera yamamvembe. This is a very critical statement, Comrade Darlington Matola. So you are saying the students, as the barometers of class consciousness, they have got a role to play in the broader national body politics. They have got a role to play in the national geopolitics. So you are saying they should not be confined to fighting for Sazane beans. They should not be confined to fighting for students who have no accommodation, but they have to be broad.
Exactly, because the students should elect, protect their votes, because those who are in power are the ones who are dictating what we are eating today, where we are living, why we are paying exorbitant fees in this institution. In each and every state institution in Zimbabwe, I think the students know that the disadvantages of having a so-called peace-loving parent, but in other words, we don't have a parent in the motherland.
Literally,
we have the parent. Metaphorically, the parent is there, but when he's there physically, he's not there emotionally to understand the needs of the students.
We are orphans.
We are the major stakeholders in this country. We pay tax, we pay fees, but in return we are getting nothing. Even
so, as a social democrat, what is your take on this day, 16 June? What is your message? Were killed for protesting against what they thought was illegal, for protesting against oppression and suppression. And today, it's 16 June 2023. 6 students from the University of Zimbabwe are under incarceration. Can we identify the difference between the apartheid regime and the current regime under Dambuzi?
Actually, I'm interested to sing about there is a song which says Tungamiza kushinga mbere vechidiki makashida. So I think we are the one which was this Jom life. So let's not be afraid. Let's not be political zombies or political condoms. We are not. We are enlightened because we are the members of the tertiary institution. So we must dictate what we want. Our politics, the way we are active in this political discourse is broader than Sazane beans. We are not practicing politics of chocolates and biscuits. So those who are incarcerated, we are in solidarity with them. But actually, the students will decide what they want. The pace we wish our leaders are taking, I think we must take action about that. We must do whatever we deem necessary for our freedom. Okay.
Thank you very much for such highlighting and intellectual submissions. These are backed intellectual submissions from Comrade Darlington Robert Matola. He is actually trying to say you are seeing the asymmetrical reproduction of the very same situation which was there in 1976. There is no change, which to be Sanmoyo called change without change. We are still under the colonial leadership. We are being oppressed by our fellow countrymen. We are being oppressed by our fellow black people under the guise of cheap nationalistic rhetoric, passing bills, illegal incarceration of Job Skull, illegal incarceration of the Zinaf 6, aluta continua, aluta moi comrades moi, dignidade comendado.
Students,